I'm not the biggest puzzle player, besides maybe the occasional game of Tetris, but we got a real addicting puzzler today, with another game that's not too well known. This is Bust-A-Move 99 for PlayStation. This is not a sports game with the year at the end of the title, nor is it a Dance Dance Revolution ripoff like the name might suggest. This is one developed by Taito and published by Acclaim in 1998 for the PlayStation and Nintendo 64. The premise of Bust-A-Move 99 is simple. Shoot colored bubbles at other colored bubbles. When you match a group of bubbles with the same color and at least two in that bunch, you can pop them. The bigger the bunch is, or the more colors you pop, the more your competitor gets, and it gets added to their board, which adds an incentive to go as fast as you can to clear your board so you can bury your opponent in bubbles. The game has three main modes, where the gameplay is largely the same. You have an arcade mode that functions as a loose story mode, a challenge mode that sees you play your board without any opponents across many different board patterns, and Win Challenge, which is kind of like a gauntlet style mode where you have to win as many matches in a row as possible. With the exception of Win Challenge, these modes are able to be played in multiplayer. Now the multiplayer is a highlight. Even the least skilled players have a chance against more skilled opponents.
Ready, go!
The arcade mode is the main draw of the game. You pick between different characters who, believe it or not, have some strategy to them. Below your character is a bar with different bubbles. Those are the ones you give your opponent once you match your colors and eliminate bubbles off your board. This character is unique since she can give you stones. They cannot be matched to a color, so you must match the colors above to drop it off the board. Since the stones can be overwhelming, there is a chance of getting the sparkly orb that will remove every color off your board depending on the color bubble you shoot at it. You also have this character who will give you rainbows, which will only turn into a color once you clear a bubble attached to it. Once you do, it will turn the bubble into the color that was attached to it and popped. One thing people may not know is that all the game's characters were originally from other Taito-developed games. Aside from Sonic Blast Man, who had games on the Super Nintendo, and the dinosaur from Bubble Bobble, I don't know who the other characters are or where they come from. Something worth mentioning, though.
We are heroes! Ready, go!
Between the PlayStation and N64 versions, I always preferred the PlayStation port because it has superior music which can be ripped to your computer, and I always liked how the PS1 controller allows for more accurate shots. With the N64 controller, it's pretty easy to mess up the trajectory of your shots due to the controller's buttons not being very sensitive. This makes some of the opponents in later levels of the arcade mode or the challenge mode nearly impossible until you somehow get lucky and win, which does happen. There have been moments where I was having one heck of a bad game, but I made one good move that decided the entire outcome, or vice versa. The computer made a fatal error and lost the match. Bust-A-Move 99 is truly for all ages and skill types. Bust-A-Move 99 is very fun, but relatively short. Despite not having too many game modes, Taito still found ways to stretch the concept into multiple ways to play. There's still enough variety to get hooked and keep your attention. No round is ever the same. Its arcade gameplay makes it infinitely replayable. It's easy to learn, but difficult to master, with loads of weird charm and personality. It's a fairly cheap game and certainly underappreciated. So if you find yourself a copy out in the wild or on eBay, it's a must-play for those who enjoy fun puzzle games.